Welcome to Unsigned Spotlight, the daily live show from the Scene Projects. We shine a light on the best unsigned musical talent from around the world, featuring songs from independent artists across all genres. This is where passionate music heads, emerging artists, and curious listeners come together to discover what's next.
It starts with a spoke at 2 a.m. Just a hum in my head, let it be within. Tap on the table, rhythm in time, turning little ideas into something that shines. Got a line on my napkin, a chord on repeat, melody dancing on restless feet. Chasing that feeling, don't let it go. It's how a brand new song is born, you know. Lay by lay, we build it strong, finding the groove where it belongs. Come up with a melody, let it flow free. Find that hook that sticks like a memory. Reach the rhythm, time it right, turn that little spark into shining light. Lay down vocals, give it your soul. Now you got something ready to roll. When it's polished and bright, ready to go, send it out to Unsigned Spotlight. Yeah! Rich hits hard, harmony sweet, baseline walking on dancing feet. Stack those tracks, fine tune the sound. Magic happen when passion is found. Mix it clean, let the chorus soar. Hit replay what I hear and roar. From studio dreams to the world outside, it's time to take that leap of pride. All that work, all that fire, now it's popping higher and higher. Come up with a melody, let it pop. Can't you hook you? Can't deny building. So fire get down, spin that sound all over town. Lay down vocals, hard on track, no holding back, no looking back. When it's shining and ready to go, send it straight to Unsigned Spotlight. Ooh, ooh, hey, yeah. Lights come up, crowd gets loud. Here come the voices drawing the crowd. AJ steps in with that fire inside, breaking down bars like a lyrical fight. Michael's got vision, ear to the street, spotting the anthem before it's a hit. Real talk, real ears, no industry goes. Highlighted talent, turning dreams to balls. From a YouTube feature, they open the door, shining that light like never before. AJ and Michael calling your name, turning on sides and a part of the game. Melody rising, hear it loud from bedroom beats to a roaring crowd. Dreaming, building, let it ignite. Now you're shining in the spotlight. From that spark in the quiet night to the stage in the bright white light. Time is now, let the world hear it. Unsigned Spotlight. Let's premiere it. Woo! Who's got next? You do. Who's on the mic? AJ and Michael, where we shining. Unsigned Spotlight.
Hello.
Hello!
Happy Hump Day.
Hump day.
It's Hump Day. Have you not heard that say, Michael? Hump Day.
Please explain it to him before he gets the wrong idea.
You're not in a hump. You're not in a bad mood, okay? It's a hump day in the UK. It's that middle part of the week where
Right.
you're just like getting over the hill for the weekend, okay? Yeah, like that.
To be fair,
Where's your hills go? They go down. Are you stuck? Are you like stuck on the top of the hill?
Well, I'm stuck in hump, I guess.
You're stuck in hump. Please don't be stuck in hump for too long, okay? Welcome to the one, the only Unsigned Spotlight show with Michael and AJ, and our wonderful guest of the show, Richard Melbourne. Hello, Richard.
Hello. I've come today to keep you both in line. Bubba sent me. I'm joking.
He's a mafia. I'll tell you what, I looked up War 84 and I sort of found out that they were a debt collection agency, Michael. They've come to take your car that you never got.
I have to show you my car. If I show you my car, then you'll hate me.
I want to see your car. I think you should post it tonight.
Post my car?
Yeah.
You'll need a big stamp, but yeah, do it.
Now I'm your Simon. Now I'm your Simon Cowell, like with the yellow glasses. Do I get to drive your car when you go on tour to all these famous places?
No.
I can't be your driver. Come on. You need a driver.
Well,
you're famous.
But it's a 2-seater, so it looks cooler if I'm driving it.
I'm struck in the heart. I really am.
No, I mean, if I have like a limo, then yes. You know, if I have a
What are you saying? I'd only fit in a limo? Are you saying I wouldn't fit in a 2-seater? I find that highly offensive.
No, what I'm saying is a 2-seater. You look cool.
My ass does not take 2 seats, okay? It only takes 1.5.
I feel like I'm mediating a therapy session here, right? AJ, tell Michael how you feel.
Michael, I feel very hurt that you won't let me drive your car because my ass fits over 1.5 seats.
I never said that. When you have a 2-seater car, you know, like a Ferrari or a Lamborghini, you look cooler when you're driving it than when you're the passenger.
To be fair, the passenger just looks like you've just asked your cool mate with a car, "Can I have a drive?"
Note to self, Michael has a Ferrari and 2-seater. Hashtag put management fees up by 90%. Okay.
Yeah. Oh my God. Such a dork. Okay.
I'm not a dork. Don't call me a dork.
You're a dork.
Anyway, we've got Richard on. We've got Richard on the program, not as their debt collection agency, is actually tell the world about the wonderful world of production of music. Okay, because he's got so many songs, we're just basically going to sell them all on eBay.
The funny thing is, you call me a producer, but I'm actually more a songwriter. I just had to do the producing to get the songs out there. So the producing came because the songs needed to be out there.
I'll tell you what, let's go from scratch because Michael's always scratching his head every time we play one of your songs. Okay, so let's introduce the world to Richard Melbourne, hashtag Raw84, and explain this process of your amazing music.
I did not scratch my head.
Oh, you got this.
Yeah. So back in 2005, I was in a band that was all part of the Sheffield scene with Arctic Monkeys and stuff like that. It was a great time to be young, and the Sheffield was like the place to be. It's like Manchester was the place to be in the 90s. So Sheffield was also, yeah, pretty much still is. Manchester never dies. But so we were sort of we did a lot of gigs and gigging around, and we were more known for smashing guitars and getting drunk than we were like, I kind of realized I didn't really like the gigging side of it, but I loved the studio side of it, and I loved the writing music side of it and being in the studio.
What's that face for, Michael? Did he swear?
No. To be fair, some people are better beaten. I think it was because I was the front man and I was a singer and guitarist, and everybody else got to take in the gig, and I was too busy trying to do too many things and to enjoy it, if you know what I mean. There was too many things going on in my head to look around and take it in, and I always used to be envious of the guitarist who would be there looking at everybody and he would soak it all in, and I just remember just trying to remember lyrics. and trying to remember a guitar sequence and everything else. So, but I just love the creative process more than I did being the front man or being in the limelight. And I suppose some people love being in the limelight and some people love being behind the scenes. And a couple of years ago, I built my own big studio. Like, this is a tiny room. We're moving to a bigger house with a bigger studio, but I built a big studio and I wrote probably 30, 40 songs. I've been writing songs since I was 14. And it is literally like the runny tap analogy with Ed Sheeran. Like, you got to write yourself out of being not great. You know what I mean? Like, it's like a runny tap, like a muddy tap. Like, you start and you turn an old tap in an old house. First it's muddy water and then it gets clearer and clearer and clearer. And you'll still write now and then a really bad song. But it was like that. And I've been writing songs of all. I blame my mum. So my mum brought me up on movie soundtracks. She let me watch Dirty Dancing, Pretty Woman, RoboCop at 10. Do you know what I mean? My mum literally let me watch all.
Hang on a minute. Where does RoboCop get into Dirty Dancing and Pretty Woman? That's a
RoboCop's soundtrack is amazing. The Simpson RoboCop soundtrack is amazing. But yeah, she would always have Tony Braxton on and Wham and all. That's why my taste is so eclectic. Like, if you put shuffle on my like songs, you would get Gloria Estefan, Miami Heat, and then you would get probably Tiny Dancer from Elton John. Then you might get Foo Fighters Everlong. Like, it's literally that eclectic, my song loving. So anyway, a couple of years ago, we were about 30, 40 songs, and we moved sadly away from the big house, and I lost my studio. And I kind of let it die down for a bit. And then I just kind of picked it back up. Music always comes back to me when I need it, I found. Like, I was picked on as a kid quite a lot, and bullied at school. And my stepdad got me a guitar for Christmas, and I spent like literally 8 months learning this guitar. And I did a concert in front of the entire school playing Song 2 by Blur, Little Richard, and something else. And no one said a word to me after that day. It was like the curse was lifted. Everyone looked at me and went, if he can get up in front of all these kids, like 500 people, and do that, leave him alone. And it was like a different life after that, if you know what I mean. So music's always came to me when I've needed it. But now, honestly, my dream is to write these are demos. I know they don't sound like demos, but they are demos. Like, I would love an artist to go, I want that song, and re-record it and do it their own version and their thing. That's my dream. Like, so yeah. So all these songs are literally me saying, would you like this song for your album? Would you like this song to release for yourself, sort of thing? I have no intentions of putting these out as my singles. These are for other people to help their career become what it needs to be. So anyway,
carry on talking, you two, because I've got to show everybody this amazing car of Michael's. Okay?
No!
He looks like Kit from Mike Rider.
No.
What do you mean, no? Oh, come on. Everyone's got to see it. It's beautiful. No. Come on. Everybody's got to see it. I'm saving it right now. I am. Because you were taking no notice of what was being said, and you were busy texting me the colour of your car because you're bragging.
No. I was listening because I very similar. There are many things that he said that I picked up on that I actually identified with. I think the only difference is that for me, I love the feel of performing. I love being on stage. I love that. And I've always been someone that has enjoyed taking lyric and making it my own, even if it's somebody else's song. Like, before I started really getting into songwriting and recording and everything, I performed, but I did covers. But I would take them and arrange them for me so that it felt fresh and it felt exciting and like, if there was a story. So, unfortunately for me, I didn't have a guitar. So I was just picked on all the way through school. Like, and I was that odd kid, that loved to sing, that loved theater. And, but yeah, I find it intriguing. So your goal primarily is to have just like a slew of your music being sung and published through other artists then?
Yeah, just work with artists. Like I know, like these demos are a starting gate for artists. It wouldn't be like this is how it has to sound. It will be a collaboration, obviously, but this is to give them an idea of I have this song. You might be great for it. The thing is, I never design a song and go write a song and go that would be for Olivia Rodrigo or that would be for Miley Cyrus. But as a song starts to take shape, you do start to hear artists in your head of like, this really sounds like something that'd be great for this person or that person. And to get to a point where you send that to them and go, I've wrote this, maybe you might like it. This is what it's about. I think this would be great for you. Maybe we could work on it together. That kind of thing. I'm in the UK, Sally. I'm not Nashville, which would be great. But yeah, I'm in the UK at the moment. But to be fair, with technology and flights and everything else and stuff like that, it's pretty easy to do stuff these days. I mean, sadly, I got to the realization that my voice wasn't good enough for my songs. Like I realized that my creative brain was my instrument more than my voice. Like you've got a great voice. I know I don't. I knew that my creative brain and my ideas and my ability to hear sounds, for me, it's instinctive. Like I could literally do it. I did. So I sent you a song called Japanese Love Songs, which I've remixed now, but I did 184 mixes of that. Wow. Till I was ready, till I was happy. That's how OCD I can get with it. And it could literally be one vocal is wrong, one thing is wrong, and it's like, no, it needs to. That's the sort of level that I can go to sometimes. Sometimes the best songs. Just I was speaking before the show, Michael, that I subscribe to the Chris Martin, Noel Gallagher strategy, which is that the best songs are just there. You grab them. They're in the air. They're there for people to grab, and you just grab them. Like Westward Wind came together in 20 seconds. It was just there. It was picked up a guitar, played those chords. It came out. The lyrics wrote themselves. The best songs that I have, the ones that there's certain songs, I'd say 10% that just hit the sweet spot all the way through. Like I've got 50 to 60 songs that I've recorded that are all done. And I'd say 10%, probably 10 of them are like just hit the sweet spot. And Westward Wind was one of them where all the way through, I couldn't pick a flaw with it. It was like, you know what I mean? You can't just go, oof, that could be changed. Or, so even out of 50, 60 songs, there's probably 10 that I would say were the sweet spot. So,
do you go out and, so basically you go out and pay to create demos then, like for your
it's all changed. I mean, it's all changed over the last couple of years with technology and stuff like that. I say use the tools that you've got. So all we used to have was Splice, and we had Fiverr to get session singers. You know what I mean? I would pay hundreds of pounds to somebody in Estonia to get a vocal that you would send them the guide vocal, you would send them the song, and it still was wrong. And they would go, well, you've got one revision, and then it's going to cost you another $200 or £200. You know what I mean? It's like you wouldn't. And I'm so particular about what I want that now I either get them in my studio or I will do a guide vocal and then I will manipulate it and change it myself. It depends. Every song's different. We now have technology that allows. I think technology can either be, you shouldn't use it to write songs, but you should use it to create samples and stuff. Like Timbaland uses it, Ryan Tedder uses everything that we've got now. So it's like, but I think that there should always be the human element of songwriting. I think that people can't recreate that. I don't think computers can recreate that, but I think that there is now the tools to be able to create samples yourself. To like, you could like, I was talking to AJ. I literally have a voice note of me going, glory, glory for what we have done. And it just came to my head in the middle of nowhere. And then I turned that into a gospel choir from Alabama. And it turned into a West Coast rap song and I wrote the whole rap, and there was a choir doing that just from me singing into this and changed it into a choir. Like that's what it should be used for. It should be used to make your ideas better, but not to create ideas, if that makes sense.
Oh no, I completely agree. Half the fun for me is the arranging in my head. Is coming up with a concept, laying it down on my phone and going, okay, how do I do this? Okay. Yeah. That, because I'm so unfiltered, my songs are bizarre. The arrangements are, there's key changes. There's like, tonal changes, everything, but it's what I hear, and so I'm like, okay, so how can we best create that? And it's it's fun. So I guess the only difference between you and me is that you know, I really want to sing my shit. I really do, because I think initially, especially the first stuff that I released, because it's so personal, it's like it would be weird to hear somebody else singing songs
Yeah.
of stuff that I've gone through. But you know, but I, of course, you know, if somebody, you know, if Celine said, "Oh, I've got to sing your song, darling, please, please, my heart will go on," and that, of course, I'll do it.
The thing is,
Celine doesn't sound like that.
yeah, she does.
So
She does
just
now. Yeah.
actually, I know she does now. She's like literally going to call the show now, Michael, and say, "I don't sound like that."
Yeah. To be fair, because my stuff's so eclectic though, like I do country, I do rap, I do like British rap, I do everything. There's no way I could do it all.
What's
Like,
British rap?
so like Stormzy. Think of Stormzy as a rapper. Like Stormzy would be great. Morning.
Good morning, James. Good morning. The music world has changed. The little guys now have a playing field without the big record labels. James, this is totally and utterly true. We do. The independent market is absolutely flying at the moment, which is why we're on 5 days a week, bringing you absolutely great music. And totally agree. The unsigned market is bigger and better than ever at the moment. And I think, you know, going back to yourself as a producer, you know, Richard, one of the things that I was really interested in yourself when we first talked is that there's a lot of songwriters out there who need producers and will turn to AI now, like Suno and things like that. And there's a lot of posts from producers saying that actually, you know, they feel as though it needs the human touch. It needs the element of a human touch and a human sound and things like that. And I think we've got to a point in the world where there's a lot of artists becoming artists because they've got the tools to do so. Whether they make good artists or bad artists, there's a lot more artists we've ever had. You know,
it's knocked down the
people.
pay barrier. Yeah, it's knocked down the pay barrier. It used to be you had to spend 20 grand to go get a studio and a producer and all this stuff. It's allowed artists to do stuff in their room, but there's also AI. It reminds me of Pro Tools. When Pro Tools came out, everybody hated it. If you ever watch a documentary, you'll love a documentary of music one, watch Sound City, which is an amazing documentary about the studio. And when they set up a digital, one of the guys left, Keith something, set up a studio next door with Pro Tools, and everyone said it was crazy, Tom Petty, everybody. And it eventually became the standard. I think if you don't use AI on principle, you're probably missing the boat, because I use it sparingly, but I do use it when I need to use it, but for samples and to change my voice into something else, or to bring, you know what I mean, to help improve my music. I think there will always be people though that go, write me a song about ketchup, and they will write a song about ketchup. There will be those people that do that. But I think that there is a place for it. I think as a songwriter as well, especially for me, I'm not trying to put these songs out with this voice or whatever. I want someone to go, I want to re-record that, and they'll do it all again in the studio anyway. So it's like, it's different. If I was an artist trying to go, this is my song, I'm putting this out, that's different. But I'm not. I'm saying, here's a demo of a song I've wrote from scratch. Yes, there's a bit of AI maybe involved in it, such as sometimes. So for example, this song we're doing tonight, there's 2 vocals in it. There's one rap and there's one girl. The girl was live, the rap was done with AI, because the rapper that I got couldn't get it right. She just couldn't get it right. It was, the cadence was wrong, and so I did the whole rap myself and redid it, because it just couldn't get it right. And I spent a lot of money trying to get it right, and it won't get it right. And I'm like, right, do you know what? I've just got to try and redo this myself somehow. And that's because I'm a songwriter. I'm not trying to pass this off of this as an artist. So it's different for songwriters, but I think that there is a place for it. I think that there will be a pullback from it a little bit, but the problem is now we're in the 15-second hook phase. I want it to come back to the hit phase, where we wrote hits, we wrote songs all the way through that everyone thought about the bridge, they thought about this, they thought about that. Now it's like, how can we hook people in 15 seconds? What's the 15-second hook? And to be fair, I love Ryan Tedder as a songwriter. I think he's wrote some hits, but I saw the new One Republic song the other day, and it just sounded like a collection of sounds. It was a collection of hooks rather than what is a hit. Do you know what I mean? What is a hit of a song? Tiny Dancer is a hit. Don't Look Back in Anger is a hit. Like, you know what I mean? Jump by Van Hit is a hit. You know what I mean? So, like, I hope that we come full circle. I hope that we start thinking about the song as who would release a 7-minute Bohemian Rhapsody song right now? No one.
Michael.
You, Michael. Yeah.
Michael, I think what's your longest, Michael?
He's still going.
It's
It's still going. It's still playing in the background. It's been on 3 months.
Yeah.
It's been a joke.
I think I have. God, it's so bad. I think my longest is almost 8 minutes, and I couldn't, and it's not. It's on the next album that comes out in June or whatever, and it's called Look Again, and it's the story of 4 people that society already prejudges. And then it's like it tells the story of this person that we see as just a homeless bum or a mom on welfare that's and so it has 4 distinct things, and I was so engrossed with their story that the
song just went for 9 minutes.
It's like, are you going to serve popcorn with this or what?
Mine's about 6.5.
Slippers on.
Mine's about my longest that I've got is 6.5. It's called The Last Run of the Maribel, and it's a story of 3 generations of fishermen. And it's about it's set from the father's perspective, and he's handing his boat to the son, just like his father did. And it's 6.5 minutes, and it's pretty. AJ's heard it. I've sent it to you. You've probably not seen it.
I've heard it. Yeah, I was up all night listening to it.
Yeah, so
I was up all night. I started at 12 a.m. and I finished about 5 a.m. It's that long. Anyway, you two, we have got to stop conversations because at the end of the day, we've still got people's music to do. Okay, we're going to be here all night. I have to stop Michael by gonging him on the head. Don't know, Michael.
I thought this was the male version of the View. To be fair.
Yeah, I just started talking.
Mama just killed a man.
Just killed a man, put a gun into his head. Pulled the trigger, now he's dead.
Sorry, Michael.
Mama.
Set him off.
Oh, you're okay to sing and blah, 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 blah.
That's because it's my show, yeah. I am.
It's whose show?
Power Man.
Our show, sorry, our show. Look at it. Right, anyway, let's get on with the show tonight, shall we? Because people are here to listen to some music as well. Not Michael singing. Right, does everyone want to know what's on the show?
Come on, tell us.
I'll tell you who's on the show. Obviously, we have got, of course, Richard Melbourne, Under the Bell Ridge. Sky is the song which he's going to bring to us in a minute, after I've told you who else is on. We've also got a song from Gwen Norby. I tell you, for the first time, I've got songs in from LinkedIn for a while. I haven't normally got songs in from LinkedIn, but some songs were sent in today, so I was quiet. And this is Gal Be Happy. She is from Missouri in the United States, and she's been doing alternative music for people to sort of listen to, and sort of songs that reflect on people. And this is a song that she done for females, and she wished that she had this song sung to her as a female herself. So this one's been sent through. The next one is Four Jaw. We Exist in Transit. We're sound marked by driving guitars, authentic choruses, and undoable hooks. Four Jaw have been steadily building their name as a band to watch. After securing airplay on stations like Radio X, BBC, and Amazing Radio, and a slew of playlists, the critically acclaimed singles Brightman and Midsummer. Okay, so Radio X is quite a big radio station over here, Michael. You'll get Chris Moyles on there. I like Radio X. Do you like Radio X, Richard?
I do, yeah. It's basically what Radio 1 used to be.
It is, definitely, yeah, definitely. Morsey in the morning. Anyway,
the John Peel days. The John Peel days.
Oh, definitely. I remember those days, definitely. The next one we got is a country song by Mike Sudds called Grit, and it's not being released until the 9th of April, and that's tomorrow. But he's lent us this song today, so we got it before the release, which is really cool. I like it when people give us early releases. And next one this is Circle City. This is where it begins, is the song. Where are they from? Oh, it's a bit of a blend of rock, progressive jazz, and metal elements. I think I got this one from TikTok. So a song which was sent in to me by TikTok, and they're from Canada.
I love mixing genres is great. I want to hear that.
I know, I like that. We've got songs from all over the world again. And we've also got comments coming in from Facebook, YouTube, and also LinkedIn tonight. How are we all? Who's on the Hello Show today? James, Richard, you are the world. You are where the world is going. Some people can sing, some can play instruments, and others can write. Each person must struggle to get their talent out anywhere they can. Exactly like AJ in his driving test. Basically, he could never play a guitar. He could never drive a manual car. It took him 10 times to do his car test.
I learned to drive in a stick. I love manual transmission. Absolutely.
All the way. I tell you. No. I even threw my driving instructor out with a manual. I tell you, it just didn't work. Trying to do two things at once when you're dyslexic is terrible. No. Thanks, James. Welcome to the show. Anyway, mister, tell Michael a bit about this song of yours, okay, while I get it all sorted out, okay?
Yeah, so I went through a period of trying to mix as many genres as I could, and I was trying to find a sound that had not been found yet. And this song came from a couple of places lyrically inspired, but also musically. So musically inspired, I thought, what if you blended 90s funk, such as Go West with what's it called, King of Wishful Thinking, mixed with Flea's bass from Red Hot Chili Peppers. Then let's add Missy Elliott as a rapper. Then let's add some Dua Lipa in the chorus. Let's add some house, and let's tip it off with some rock guitars and a Van Halen solo, and see what happens. So that was the musical genesis. But the lyrical genesis, I wrote, it's a story of a girl whose dad. So a couple of years ago, I sort of hit a lyrical wall because I was just writing about myself all the time and my experiences. And there's only so much you can write about yourself. You only have so many experiences in life. And once you've wrote out. You have to go and get divorced to write a new album like Adele. But basically I said, so I discovered that I would write short stories first with characters and development and think of themes for these stories. And I would write a short story, then use a bit like a book into an adapted screenplay. I would take a screenplay of a story into lyrics. So I would write a story of characters and turn it into lyrics. So this story came inspiration from the film 10 Things I Hate About You and Footloose. So it's a story of a girl whose dad's a pastor and she's not allowed to date anyone until she's 18, but she's met this guy and he's not even bad for her, but her dad's still been saying no. So it's basically a story of a girl finding her own place in the world and saying, stuff you, dad, I've got to make my own decisions and stuff. So put all that together in a song. But this was I brought this song because I wanted to speak to people about mixing genres and finding new sounds. And I think mixing genres is always amazing. Jazz with rock or whatever. You know what I mean? So
let's take a listen. Okay, Michael, you ready, mister?
Oh, yeah.
Cicadas in the night air humming, front porch living, every rule in my head keeps coming, white dress, church steps, every Sunday same direction, every yes sir, stacking up in the quiet submission, he don't yell, don't need to, just a look and not fold, every word like a weight that I've been carrying since I was small, 17 but it feels like my life already set in stone, till you stepped in laughing like there's more than what I've known, now I'm caught in a moment I was never meant to feel. Got me questioning what's real. Under the parish sky, I'm trying to change my mind. See, I'm doing fine, but I'm leaving that behind. Caught between the lines of love and what I'm told is right. I'm stepping out into the light. don't wanna let him down, don't wanna break what he gave, but I'm standing at the edge and I don't wanna stay safe. Every step that I take feels like something might fall, but if I don't move now, I won't move at all. Under the very sky, I'm trying to change my mind. Say I'm doing fine, but I'm leaving that behind. Caught between the lines of love and what I'm told is right. I'm stepping out into the light. Under the very sky. He don't scream, he just knows that I'm somewhere I can show. And I hate what this might do if I follow something new. I'm still everything he raised, still the girl in all his ways. But there's something in me now I can't turn around. Under the very sky, I'm stepping out tonight. See, I'm doing fine, but I'm ready for the fight. Caught between the past and everything I feel inside. I'm choosing me at last. Under the very sky, I'm not turning back this time. I'm stepping out into the light. Under the very sky.
Mate,
Loved it, loved it, loved it. I'm just trying to get everyone back on stage. And we've also got Robin Warman who's back from her trip. Hi, Robin. How you doing? She is really digging this song. I'll tell you what, put her beautiful voice with your music. I'll tell you what, between the two of you, and Michael also wants to get in there and do a song with her as well.
Yes, well, first of all, let's talk about the song. But Robin, yes, Robin wants to sing with me. I would be thrilled and honored. And
I do love her voice, to be fair, and I have got a few I already pigeonholed. I was like, that'd be great.
You've already pigeonholed a few for her. She's coming in for a meeting tomorrow with me and Bubba. We are going to steal her from anyone who she decides that she wants to go with. We are keeping her to ourselves. It's like that, moment. You just find an artist and you just keep them. So Robin, hi, welcome back.
Yay. Yeah, the song is really, really, really good. And I agree. That's a really hard song to pigeonhole because it's definitely R&B. I mean, there's no way around that. But the other elements that you brought in, that was a really great track.
I wrote it after watching the Avicii documentary, and I loved how he just took different areas of music. He just took different areas of music and went, "Do you know what?
I cried when he went.
Yeah,
I cried when he went.
The man was a genius, and I just thought he doesn't care what genre it is. He's just making good. Listen, I wouldn't say I'm a fan of any genre. I'm a fan of great songs. I think that's what I would say. Like I said, I was listening to Conga by Miami Heat earlier. And Rhythm Is Gonna Get You and stuff like that. I love great songs. Honestly, I can appreciate a great song. It's not about a genre. I don't think there's a genre I hate. I've got a song that is mixing disco with modern funk, and it's called King of the Sound. It's amazing. It sounds like James Brown came back, and it's great. But stuff like that, it's great. But what intrigued me about this song was, again, I said the same. You can't pigeonhole this. It's got a bit of everything. There's definitely a flea bass in there from Red Hot Chili Peppers, like the thumbing. And I was just like, it doesn't sound like anything I could pinpoint. It's got a bit of everything. So, yeah.
I like it. It's really good. I really like it. I like your style of music. I'm really looking forward to working with you because there's so many artists around the world who really want to find a great sound, a great producer, a great sound, and really want to go and find something will just step them that one ahead. They've been in with producers before, but they've got to a stage where in their career where they just need something else. And I tell you what, I've worked with many producers around the world, and for some reason, I've got bored. I've just got to a point where I've just thought, you know what, you're making me sing the same stuff. We're going over the same, boring stuff. And I'm thinking, I need you to create along with me. I'm bringing you these lyrics, I'm bringing these vocals, and, those ideas aren't coming along. And I think there's so many producers out there like yourself who have got so much in the repertoire to move those artists to that next stage, create that bigger hit, and I say everybody's turning to AI, and soon age come up with these amazing ideas. And I think one thing what excites me about working with you is being able to match you with those vocalists out there who will bring your songs alive. And I can see some some really top class, entries. You talk about the Grand Ole Opry, we've got the JMAs, we've got a lot of competitions who would love your style of music, and there's a lot of vocalists would really work with you. And I'm really looking forward to working with you within Phoenix, and finding those vocalists for you. Like I say, Robin's already reacted to your songs. He's really digging it today. Michael has already said, that there's songs that he would work with as well. So I think there's a lot more to come, and I'm really excited for you.
The thing is, my song's only 50%. The artist that comes in needs to, not needs to, but I want them to bring their own flavor, bring their own power to it, if you know what I mean. I'm just here to go, here's a song, like, you don't like the bridge? Okay, we can work on the bridge. We can do this. Like, it's not like, this is my song, you do it. It's no, okay, here's an idea.
Is this the wife chipping in?
It is my wife, yeah.
It is your wife. What did you say? Richard is great at pinpointing the identifying the edge of an artist as well.
To be
fair, there for you.
Yeah, to be honest, I think that some people have a musical instinct for songs, like they can hear certain things, and I definitely would say that's one of my strong suits is to, because I could spend hours coming up with beats, and I sent you a song, and it's a Caribbean, Michael, it's a Caribbean song. Think about being on a beach and stuff like that. But I sent AJ where it came from, the original sample that I created with the beat, and you can hear that song in it, but it's just not polished. But that's where the original.
Hang on. Look at this. You've got a great. Look at this. I'm going to jump in with this. James Appleton, well done. Better than most signed mainstreams. What a compliment that is.
Thank you, James. To be fair, like I said earlier, the mainstream now for me has lost the ability to write a chorus. Like, do you know what I mean? It's a bit like, now here's a hook, here's a hook, here's a hook, here's a hook, and everything's about. So the problem I have with BBC introducing, and I've submitted many songs to them, and they never play them. And do you know why they never play them? Because it's not weird enough. Like, my songs are mainstream, what it used to be mainstream. Like, I still think, is this chorus good enough? Not, is this hook going to be great on TikTok? Is this a strong enough chorus? Is this a strong enough verse? Is this bridge good enough? People don't care about bridges anymore, which freaks me out. Some of the best parts of Beatles songs are bridges. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like, so yeah, I think so. Michael's probably got something to say on this, but
yeah, I absolutely love bridges.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, I'm a huge. Yeah,
I love London. London Bridge is really nice. I quite like London Bridge.
I knew that would come in. I set him up. To be fair, I'm sorry.
London Bridge is really good. And just don't talk to anyone from the Middle East about bridges at this time of night, because like they're coming down.
Anyway, this is the last episode. It's been nice to be on it.
We're talking about bridges, okay? We're talking about bridges.
Let's not burn anymore. Come on.
Let's not burn any more bridges. How many bridge jokes can we get in one night?
Bubba, I'm sorry. I tried to help, but this didn't work. But yeah, anyway. Thank you for your comments on the song. I brought this because it was the most out there song I have after a country song yesterday, which is nice. But yeah, thank you. Let's get some more music.
But no, it was a great
after the bridge jokes.
In all honesty, that is, it's just I don't know what, except for, budgets with pyrotechnics and stuff. I really don't know what major label artists can bring to the table that indie artists aren't already doing. And
just as much.
And in a lot of ways, it. And I've said it before, and it sounds like I'm repeating myself, but the ability for an indie artist to honestly create and develop their own brand, because they have no box, they have no leash, they don't have any. No, it's got to be like you said, it's got to be like this. Now we're in the TikTok age where it's 15-second hit it, and it's like, but you really hear with independent artists individuality, authenticity, people developing their brand, and being able to explore, could I do something with a major label that was probably, because I'm more theatrical, and so it would fit, what I do would probably work. But there's so many artists that want to blend, or blur the lines between this and this. They don't want to just be pigeonholed. Okay, I'm going to be your country singer, I'm going to be your rap singer, I'm going to be your pop singer. They want to blend, and independent artists are able to do that. And so I a lot of times I find indie music a lot more impressive and more.
I will say a mainstream
artist.
That's why we have
to see Project Radio.
Yeah, I will say a mainstream artist though that I would say is I've been really impressed with him lately was Harry Styles' new album.
Okay,
with the electronic stuff on it, Aperture and American Girls. Seeing analog synths on stage was warm to my heart, like seeing actual cabled analog synths and stuff. And I think that there is artists that will push that boundary still, but it's very rare.
And they have to be a Harry Styles. They have to be able to somebody that they can walk into a city and pull 60,000 people into a stadium. You have to be that kind of artist. But if you're freshly signed a year in, they're molding you and developing you and taking away the things a lot of times that make you just because they want to get you to the Harry Styles thing. But
the sad thing is we never had a funeral for the death of the band. No. The bands died and we never even got to mourn them. Like it just suddenly disappeared. Like when the small music venues, like I wanted to buy a piece of the floor of the Lead Mill in Sheffield when it closed down because it was such an iconic venue to me. Like when I played the Lead Mill, you couldn't have convinced me I wasn't playing Wembley. It was like, so the night that I Bet You Look Good on the Dance Floor went number one, I was in the Lead Mill with Alex and Matt from the Arctic Monkeys. They were number one in the country, saying to them, "Isn't this crazy? I know people who are number one in the UK." It was mental, like, you know what I mean? It was a crazy experience. And those type of venues, the small venues, I mean, some of the best times I've ever had are in those venues, and they're gone, a lot of them, sadly.
Yeah. So sad. It really is really sad. Right. Who's going to go for the next song? Who's going to choose the next one? It's every time. Girl, be happy, okay, that you don't swear at me ever again, okay? Like, I'm going to put you in a nice daisy field. Look, what are these flowers? They're not daisies anyway. They're what colour flowers are these? Michael, do you know your flowers?
Not a clue.
So this is how like creative artists are. I ask for pictures of the album cover to the single, and I get sent over a daisy field or flower field. So I'm hoping this art, it's abstract art. Okay, and this is Girl Be Happy, everybody. For all of you females out there, this was written for you.
Don't worry about the soulmate game. The road is long and love's not tame. It's not for tears, it's not a race. It's your whole life, not just a phase. He might kiss you soft, but be the girl, be wise. Men are just humans, hearts in disguise. They'll knock you down with a pretty smile. You need more than sparks and charm. You need someone who means no harm. So take your time, don't rush the call. Some fairy tales just end with a fall. Girl, be happy, you'll be happy, but be wise. Don't fall in love just from looking in his eyes. If he don't show up, don't you wait. No reply is still a trait. Keep a lifeline back to your truth. Love's not real if it's still in your youth. Girl, be happy, but girl, be wise. Take care of you, you're not a test. Don't lose your voice to feel the best. The right one won't dim your shine. He'll find you whole, not out of line. Girl, be happy, but girl, be wise. Don't fall just 'cause he's easy on the eyes. If you don't talk, don't waste your time. Love should lift, not make you climb. Keep your lifeline back to your name. Don't play the part in someone else's game. Girl, be happy, but girl, be wise. Girl, be happy, happy. You're trying to find.
I'm really glad I was wearing my mixing headphones then, because I was intrigued by the panning at the beginning. There was panning of the vocals, and the mix was flawless on that, I will admit. These are my mixing headphones because they're open back and they're great, and it sounds exactly like the speakers do when you take it off. I do a lot of my stuff at night, but that mix was great.
Really good mix. Very good voice as well.
Yeah,
I was saying about the sort of reason behind the song, and I think whether or not it was written for male or female, I think the story behind it and being happy, it does bring a happy vibe, and the voice also brings a happy vibe as well.
Yeah, it was just really a good, well-made song. Mixed voice, just the feel. I always like listening to singers that know their instrument. Like, what's my sweet spot? How many times can I play in this area? That's just, and she's a smart singer. It's just
Definitely.
very good.
That. A nice track to start. I like that. Okay, so track number 3. Which one would you like? We've already done 2, or is that 4?
We could do 3 as well. Michael, do 3 for him. Show him what that looks like.
Should we go for 4, George? Should we go for track number 3? Let's go for track number 3. Look at these fellas here. There you go. Are you ready for a bit of rock? And also someone who has got into BBC and also to Radio X. Don't you worry, we'll get yours into Radio X. We're going to slide it through the back door. We won't know what's hit them, okay? This is 4 Jaw, and this is We Exist in Transit, okay?
Don't mean a thing. Yeah, we're overrun.
I'll listen to that. Yeah. I'd listen to that.
Fever Joy, everybody.
Yeah, I like that.
It reminded me of Franz Ferdinand a little back in the day. The riff. It was very Franz Ferdinand for me. I liked it.
Yeah, it was very solid. Just all around good. Good sound, good vocals, cut through well. Yeah. I liked it.
I liked it too. Right, tea break, everybody. And then we get to tell Richard all about these lovely cuppers and the fact that he's now won himself a packet of tea. How exciting from our sponsors here. We'll tell him all about it after the tea break, okay? Tea break! Are you ready? Tea break! 36 seconds!
Imagine capturing the raw essence of nature with its infinite color and beauty. Now, envision turning that into something truly transformative. Pure and easy tea cultivates the goodness of nature's bounty into fuel for your body. We are what we drink. Pure and easy tea, the pure nourishment your body craves.
Do we all feel relaxed now?
Yum, 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 yum.
Total calmness. Okay, what's Richard drinking? What are you drinking, Richard?
Trip, so I'm definitely calm.
Trip. He's on a trip. He's literally on a trip. We're sponsored by Trip tonight. I don't know. What is Trip? What is that?
It's a CBD infused soft drink.
Oh,
So
okay.
I work at a CBD store.
I have 4 kids, so it's an essential to everyday life. It's either that or 20 years for murder. So it was like, it's cheaper just to buy the Trip, to be fair. So
Cool. Do you sell that, Michael?
No, we want to sell a soft drink. Right now we sell kava, but it's not the same. Kava.
What's that?
It's not CBD and it's not alcohol, but it makes you feel really good and like I don't know.
it used to be called moonshine.
Yeah, moonshine, yeah, now that's a drink I would drink. I tell you what, if they had a moonshine flavored tea, I'll be very happy.
Yeah, the CBD stuff I know all about because we sell it, but that's one thing that I haven't that we haven't, but we want to. I have THC in my refrigerator. I'm legal. I have THC soda in mine. So
ICE are not watching, Michael. You're fine. You don't have to tell people you're legal. It's fine. They're not watching.
I tell you what, this show goes from bad to worse. I've gone from bombing bridges to selling THC in your fridge. I tell you what, we're going to get banned. Tonight's episode is sponsored by WeGettingBanned.com.
Finally, bans are back. It's getting banned.
Listen, I'm not selling THC out of my refrigerator.
Just in your garden.
No.
Richard's got his next to his arm right there. Look, you know, he's going to roll one up during the show. Look, he's got
back of his Ferrari. Back of his Ferrari, yeah. He's selling it.
It's not a Ferrari.
No, it's this one. Look at him, bless him. Look at that picture. When was this taken, Michael?
Where?
When?
When was that taken?
It's a beauty car, isn't it? Look at that. Look at that. That's one for the ladies, isn't it? Or the men.
Yeah.
JP picked up in that? Was that what attracted him to you? Was that the first date that you went out on and you rolled up in that? I would have jumped in it.
I've been with JP for 26 years. That car is not 26 years old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So was it something similar? Did you turn up in something similar?
I've always drove.
That's gorgeous car.
I've always drove sports cars. It's always been my thing. I've had RX8s, and I've had 280Z, 300Z, 350Z. Yeah, but
I've had a lot of Z's at night time. Normally about 12 p.m. after Richard sends me a song or two.
This must be what I sound like when I start talking about like audio processors and interfaces, you know, like plugins and stuff. Like, oh yeah, this must be what I sound like.
Well, we can talk about that. Oh, I love it. What DAW do you use? What do you
Pro Tools Professional? So.
Okay, yeah,
You're on Cubase, aren't you?
I'm
Cubase.
I'm a Cubase.
Yeah, Cubase was the first one I ever used. That was, but I've just got used to using Pro Tools for years now, so I just use Pro Tools. But yeah, I need more Sims. We're moving to a bigger house, and I've got a huge studio, so I need to just start rushing up on my Sims and get all my.
Can we make sure that the wife is now not listening to the program, because we're now talking technical when we're actually going to be saying how much he's going to be spending on his new house just for his studio.
She's bathing the baby. I can hear her, so it's fine. She's not.
Oh, that's all right then.
It was so funny. So I went to Gear for Music in York, and she's like, "I'm just going to pick up a guitar," and I bought this Taylor, which is really nice. But I ended up coming out with a Mini Nova synth, about 5 microphones, this Shure, an arm, a new audio interface, a Cajun drum. It's just like a palette of stuff, and I'm just
I think Richard needs to go shopping with Brandy. I think them two together, I think at the end of the day, there would be like literally a whole shop bought.
It's like an Aladdin's cave at that shop, though. You walk in, there's a Gibson wall and everything. It's just like the fact that I came out with what I'd spent was quite remarkable, to be honest.
Jason has like 7 or 8 guitars, and I don't play guitar at all. So when I go into a music store, I either buy a piano or I don't buy anything. And since I only have 3 pianos, I don't need any more.
But you can't put a piano on a wall. You can't put a piano on a wall, though. You can't put a piano on the wall and make it look sexy. You know, when you got guitars behind you, it makes it look really sexy.
Pianos are sexy.
I know, you can't put them on the wall. You can't put. Look, mine's there. It's never been played. That side.
Have you never seen a wall keyboard rack? It's impressive. Where they're just going up, angled up the wall. It's amazing.
I've seen that. That is really impressive.
Yeah. They're amazing, honestly. It's like, how many Sims do you need? As many as it takes to write a song. Like, that's it. It's like every Sim's different. I want that Sim, and I can't remember which one it is, but they've got all the programs in it, like Jump and Thriller, already programmed in as Jump and Thriller. Just so I can play Jump and Thriller, really. I'll buy the keyboard.
Cool. Anyway, talking about tea, Clever Endeavour by Pure and Easy Tea. Look, it's like disappearing. Look. There you go. So, as you've come onto the show, you get yourself a free packet of tea from America, from our sponsors. And all you've got to do is you just got to come up with a jingle and a song, which lasts about 30 to 45 seconds, about Pure and Easy Tea. I will send you the link after the show, and you can choose any tea that you like, and they're absolutely yummy scrummy, aren't they, Michael?
Are you a tea drinker?
I'm a coffee drinker, so.
Oh, you swore on set.
To be fair, I drink one tea, and that's Yorkshire tea. So I'm a Yorkshire.
I've got Yorkshire tea. I've got Yorkshire tea. That's a northern thing.
This tea is seriously incredible.
This is fresh out of the garden.
I'm
not Michael's garden.
A snob, because I open a restaurant and they're like, would you like some of our house? And if it's bad, like it's almost like you gave me the finger. If they give me bad tea, I'll be like, what is this?
So I have to create a 30 to 40 second jingle, is that right?
Right. A 30 to 40 second jingle, and then you just have to send it over to them, a Pure and Easy Tea. I can
perform for 30 to 40 seconds. Just ask the wife, it's fine.
Michael, he's bad. He's worse than me.
I like it.
He's good. He can come on the show again.
Anytime.
Anytime with 30 to 40 seconds. Anyway,
To be
we've got
fair,
30 to 40
I'm normally saying all this, but I'm usually in the pub watching you on a screen, so it's fine. It's just normal.
He let him in for one show and that's it. He's like literally embarrassed us all. Anyway,
No, I'll come up with a jingle and then they can give me a full contract to create the whole lineup of jingles. It's fine.
fantastic, brilliant, excellent. Well, you can do some jingles for our radio show. You know, now we're on 24/7. You know, we need some jingles. Talking about jingles, as we're on the tea break, everybody, if you are owning a business, and this is for our Academy members as well, okay, it is your great opportunity. So the Academy members, you get it free of charge, okay? You don't have to pay because you're an Academy member, okay? So please get those jingles in for all of your businesses. We want to put them on the radio station. We need them to be heard, okay? I did put a message out to all the Academy the other day to send me the jingles, and I haven't got one in yet, so I'm quite surprised at you because we are being listened to now all over the world, and the radio listens are going up and up and up during the day because there's some great music on there.
We are the world.
No, you're not. We are the world. No, your songs are on there, Michael. Okay, you don't have to sing for your song.
The better days, so let's start giving.
The documentary on that is amazing, by the way. To see Michael Jackson's face, see Michael Jackson's face, look at everybody going, "What?" It's amazing.
Anyway, that's the radio plugged. Michael, what are we going for next? How many fingers you got left?
There seemed no hope at all.
How do you turn this down?
Anyway, Richard, I've just got rid of him now, so it's just me and you, okay? When he's ready to come back and be a good boy, okay, I'll put him back on stage, okay?
He's the personality of the show, though. We need him.
Are you ready to come back on stage?
Yeah.
What was that? I love having the power. I got the power.
See, I don't know if Michael will know this reference, but he's like Bez from the Happy Mondays. Like Bez was the presence of the group. You know what I mean? If you don't have Bez on stage,
he's the face of the show. If we don't have Michael, we don't have a show. Anyway,
down and out.
What number are you going for now? Because we've got 2 more songs left.
Well, I think we need. Did we do? Was that 4?
It's 3.
No,
that was
number
3.
3.
Oh,
That's 3. Are we going to go for a bit of country, are we?
All right, so we're going to go 4 then.
Look at that. Now, that's an album cover. That tells a lot, doesn't it, eh?
I feel like I'm getting Dusk Till Dawn vibes, you know, the film Dusk Till Dawn.
I love that.
Love Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah, great film.
Great film. Okay, this is Grit, and this is by Mike Suds.
Didn't see that one coming. It hit me out of the blue. It knocked me down for a moment. What am I gonna do? My pride has been shaking. Doubt is creeping in. Nobody's gonna lend a hand. Is the devil gonna win? Gotta grab my bootstraps, pick my ass off the floor. Dust me off, straighten my hat, reach for that bottle and more. 'Cause right now, more than ever, I need a little grit. G4, get it done, I'll start right now. It's all up to me. See, we'll take no prisoners. Sometimes you just gotta find a little grit. A little grit. Look around, you're all alone. Help ain't on the way. Dig down deep inside your soul, especially on those rainy days. When everything relies on you, you find the I in team. There is no plan or path to walk, you know what I mean. Gotta grab my bootstraps, pick my ass off the floor.
Okay, I have to ask. I don't mean disrespect. Uh-oh, here we go. Everybody's going, oh God.
I always like it when he does his Simon Cowell moment.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Is that his real voice?
That's his real voice. That is his real voice. I looked at some background of his records. So Sonu Records, who send me tracks like his through. I never knew of this bloke, and I listened to this record this afternoon. And I was like, "Frig, this is good." And I had to listen to some more of him just to double check that is his voice, and that is his voice. And I was like, "Oh my God, this is bloody good."
Okay. Yeah, because it's so hard now to gauge a good songwriter.
It is.
That puts together and then says, I just can't sing my stuff, but I want it out there. And if that's his voice, and I'll take your word for it, I don't know why he's not a known name, because that is an absolutely incredible voice, like character, grit. His range was, I mean, it was just like everything that you would want from an artist, he literally gave you in that chunk. And I am really intrigued now to find him and hear his other stuff, because I don't understand. This is another artist like Robin that when you listen to them, you go,
why are they not signed? Yeah, why are they not world renowned? You know, why don't we know them? Because, and I think that's the luxury of independent music, where, you know, we hear so many tracks like this, we think, why are they not signed? Why are we not hearing them in the top 40 on any charts? Because this quality of song. I'm sorry, like Robin, you know, these quality artists should be on the top 40. We should be hearing them every day as we walk through a Walmart, you know, or a supermarket here in the UK. They should be artists who we hear all the time. Absolutely stunning.
You know, I love Chris Stapleton. I think he's phenomenal. I really love the fact that country music didn't care if he was ugly or not. They went.
Chris, if you're listening to the show, he didn't mean it. Honestly, you're not ugly, okay?
Well, what I'm saying is
I've got some skincare tips, mate. I'll send them to you. It's fine. Don't take it to heart. It's good.
No, what I meant by, and it's not ugly, it's just that, you know, the music industry, the pop industry especially, is infatuated with youth and good looks, and do I have the right boobs, and can, you know, it's my
I've never broke through. I tell you, these A cups have just not done it for me.
I know a good surgeon, mate. It's fine. We'll call them. It's good.
Brilliant, excellent. Thank you.
But Chris Stapleton got signed not because he's super attractive, but it's because his vocals worked. They were unique. They were different. He had this grit.
It's kind of where the voice came from, the voice, the show, because people, they didn't want to judge them based upon their looks. It was based upon the voice.
You know, in all honesty, it's not about that. You know,
I know what you mean.
Yeah, because because trust me, I've done the audition things. I was one flight away from America's Got Talent. I passed everything. Producers, they all talked to me and everything. And the day that I was supposed to fly out to film, they called me and said, would I wait a year? Because they had already had a male singer win last year, and they didn't want
to talk about talent shows, okay? Because it bring me back to 2015 when I got turned down by Simon. All right, will you stop it?
If only you'd had a boob job, mate, you'd have been fine. Honestly, it would have been good.
I think I should have gone away from the waistcoat and just done with the boob job. I tell you, Simon would have took me there and then.
Okay, so going back to what I was saying,
I'm sorry.
As good as what's his name now? Oh shit,
Chris Stapleton.
Chris Stapleton.
I think this guy's voice is better. I think he's a much better vocalist, and Chris Stapleton is seriously good. But
we're in trouble. We're in trouble. It's because we were talking about boobs, and now Bubba's in. Yes,
Well,
boss.
I mean,
no shit.
I'm down for that conversation any day. So after the show devolved so quickly yesterday, this is a massive step up.
Bubba, meet Richard. Richard, meet Bubba, our amazing boss of the podcast. Okay, how are we, Bubba?
I'm well, Richard. A pleasure to meet you. I
Nice to
figured
meet you.
the show would be done, and when I saw they were still online, I figured, well, I'll see if I can jump on and meet our new friend. Thanks for tuning into the show yesterday. I hope you had as much fun in the comments as we were having on the show.
To be fair, today I'm just saying it to their faces. There's no difference.
That's how Michael got roped into the show in the first place, is that he was tuning in every day and being a part of it from there. It was like, why don't you just come on the show and to help us support these amazing artists that are out there? And all of us are artists ourselves, right? And I know you're no different. But it doesn't mean that we're only about ourselves, right? I think the reason that the Scene projects are becoming as successful as we are, over 3,500 downloads last month of our podcast, which is our biggest month by far, that we understand the artists because we are artists. And that's really, it's kind of that for us, by us mentality that we bring to the table that I think sets us apart from a lot of other platforms.
It does.
Yeah,
it does.
and to be fair, it's like when you've been through the mill a few times, which I think we all have as well. We've all done the band thing. We've all done the dreams of success thing. We've all done the go back to the drawing board thing. You know what I mean? And I think we're all in a place now where we love what we do, and I like giving back. I've said to AJ about some chats I'd like to do with people about how to use modern technology to not write songs, but how to help you produce songs, how to help you make the process better. You know what I mean? There's stuff like that. I'm always sending him ideas. Like today, that song I sent him, I said, it's a great discussion on mixing genres. I think people would really like that to try and find new sounds. So that's why I sent that one today. So
it's really cool. And we should be utilizing that with Phoenix Rise, and we should also be utilizing that in the Academy as well. So, Bubba, you have caught us at our very last song this evening, and it is Circle in the City. Are you going to come and listen to it with us?
Yeah,
Give
I'm
us some
here.
feedback?
Yeah, let's listen.
Fantastic. I like it. Okay, so this is Circle in the City. This is where it begins, okay, and this is the end tonight. So it's our very last song of the night, okay, and we've got 4 people to review it now. Okay, so Circle in the City, if you're listening, this is your track, this is your time.
Further every day, finding comfort in silence, and I
I love a female fronted heavy rock band like that. She got operatic in there at one point. Michael, did you hear that in the harmony part in the middle of the song? That perked my eyebrows a little bit.
Yeah, it's I hate to say this because I don't want to brag, but that's kind of very Seattle sound right now. Like that's female driven rock bands in Seattle are really predominant, and they're beasts. Like they are vocal crazy, and yeah, I agree. It's always impressive to hear, a guy fronting, and we're used to that kind of metal sound or, that kind of stuff. But
that was terrifying.
Who's got to do your Godzilla impression on every episode? It's
I want my mum.
How do
I need to go to the bathroom. I'm scared.
But they hear a female just with edge being able to cut through, what is predominantly a very male, it is,
just music in general is so male dominated. And I know that it doesn't seem like it. If you pay attention to this show, I think we probably skew the other way, where we have so many female artists that we're supporting in what we do. But I think that, it's probably 70-30 male, right, in the industry and kind of that domination. But
I don't know,
some of the most talented are the female artists.
Without a doubt. I mean, because I can think of pop artists that are known, and there's, to me, way more female.
Yeah. At the minute, definitely female is the one that are pushing the limits.
It's just got that kind of, and it's probably, and I hate to say it, it's probably based on the streamers, because, a lot of the streamers are female, and they're going to migrate to things they identify with, unless the guy is super hot, and then they're like, I gotta stream him because he's cute. So I'm not going to ever have any of those people streaming.
That's why my Spotify numbers are what they are in the basement.
Yeah, that's why mine like 1.5 million last night when I looked.
Have you ever heard of a duo from Canada called Death from Above 1979? That kind of gave me that vibes at the beginning. It's like a really raw bass, like distortion, and I love anyone that reverses stuff in a song. There was reversing.
I loved it. It reminded me of the Beatles.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. I was like, Paul is dead. Paul is dead. I was like,
today you're going to die.
Yeah, Satan is coming. Satan is coming. What we need to do is say Satan is coming and then reverse it and put it in a T jingle and see if we get away with it. That'll be good.
I would love to see that band.
We've got away with a lot on this show tonight. There's been a lot of things. There's been pop plants, burn bridges, and God knows what else.
I would love to see that band live, because I don't think I could probably take my eyes off the drummer. Just listening to that recording, right, where it was like, oh, they're getting it back there. And you could tell that they're kind of pulling back inside of the studio, where live, I bet they are animated and just getting after it. That double bass in there is not an easy task to stay on time like that. It is not simple.
It reminded me, it reminded me of Jimmy Chamberlain from the Smashing Pumpkins. He's really good at doing that, keeping time when there's really heavy rock going on and stuff like that. He's really great at it.
Well, and playing a little bit kind of like almost out of time, not pushing the tempo necessarily, but really pulling it back in a lot of areas. Probably one of my top 3 drummers, Richard. Love that band. My uncle introduced me to the Smashing Pumpkins. We grew up around the Chicago area. And so he was on them from Gish, right? So I grew up with those early albums playing, and obviously everything that happened with Melancholy. Have you listened at all to Billy Corgan's podcast, The Magnificent Others?
I have, and I'm trying to think of his band that he did after Smashing Pumpkins, because I remember loving their album.
Was one of them that him and Jimmy did together. ZWAN, an incredible record they created. Some of the best songs those two ever did together. I think almost.
Michael's like, say something about show tunes. Just talk.
Wait,
Michael Cagle gets plenty of love.
Michael, have you got constipation again? Do we need to talk about this?
No, but no. Smashing Pumpkins, cool. I like Stomping Grapes.
What, you just like drinking
Is that the really bad tribute? Is that the really bad tribute band from Seattle? This is Stomping Grapes.
Stomping Scooby Stacks.
No, you know what? I love good. I listen to everything. Just because, I also veer into, classical or show tunes or that kind of thing. I
think I've done well today. I think I brought you a list of everything today. You've had rock, you've had country, you've had lots of great music today.
That's my favorite part about this show, because so much of music now is you got to stay in your lane, right? You got to stay in your lane, and so many radio shows and that they are built to stay there. Yeah, we can hardly keep it on the road and out of the ditch.
We live in the ditch. What are you about? We never get on the road.
Absolutely non-linear. Like there's no.
Well, and that speaks to the community that we're growing, because I think the world has changed a lot. That, yes, 30 years ago, you listened to one thing and that was it. You only listened to that. And I just think that music and musical taste have changed. It's okay to like rock and country and classical and show tunes. It's okay to put your iPod on shuffle, as if anyone has iPods anymore, and to just let it ride. And to me, the Scene Projects radio is that exactly, that there's not it doesn't diminish any genre whatsoever. Everyone is supported here. We are about the artist, because like Richard alluded to earlier, that we've all kind of done it. If you're of a certain age, I'll be 40 in May. Obviously AJ's a lot younger than I am. So, but we all have this journey that we've been on, and we've all been a part of a changing music industry over the last 20 years, that the experience is ubiquitous across the board. We've all gone through it. So I think there's a lot more relation in that amongst artists, and that the community of artists, the fellowship of artists out there, are much tighter knit now than even 20, 25 years ago.
I think we just have to pray. I was saying earlier, Bubba, that this 15-second hook generation wears out, and we go back to writing great songs with great bridges that can last as long as it needs to be. Your Bohemian Rhapsodies and stuff. This 15-second hook, Quincy Jones said that everything needs to be a hook, but you don't have to take that literal. It's a bit crazy to say every 15 seconds you need to create a TikTok. It's like, great, okay.
Yes.
I tell you what, we need to create a thank you to all those who have joined the show this evening. On the show this evening, we've had special love from Robin Warman, who is back from her trip, who will be joining myself, Michael, and Bubba for a special discussion. We've also had Wally Boyd Shura as well, and James Applegate as well. Thank you so much for joining the show, everybody. You have been absolutely amazing as always. We will be back tomorrow at 6 p.m. where we bring you more great tracks. And while you're waiting for us, please tune in to the Scenes Radio because we're on 24/7. And that's all your great tracks.
For those of you in the States who listen to us, that's 10 o'clock on the West Coast, 1 o'clock on the East Coast, and 1 or 2, 11 or noon, depending on your mountains.
And if you're in China, well, I'll tell you what, we hopefully will try and keep up, especially
Listen
in
to
Australia.
us tomorrow.
Listen to us tomorrow. We will see you tomorrow. See you later, everyone. Take good care. And
Bye,
we'll see you
Rob.
tomorrow night on the Unsigned.
This program is part of the Scene Project's podcast network. The Scene Project features interviews with independent musicians, comedians, and artists from across the Midwest. Become part of our community and support local art wherever you are.